All right, guys, this pick a card has a lot of options for you. You have 8 options. And the question we're going to be looking at is, what is that first kiss with that someone that you have in mind? What is that first kiss going to be like? So option 1 would be this bottle of Elm, Dr. Bach's flower essences, Elm, which is actually good for if you feel overwhelmed by all of your responsibilities in life. That's a good one. And then we have this roll-on perfume. This is Sandalwood Essential Oil Perfume. That would be number 2. Number 3 is this Myrrh Incense. Number 4 is this bottle cap. It's an L8 bottle cap, which is a soda that's sold in Kentucky, where I am from. So this will be number 5, I guess, because I picked it up next. Number 5 will be this Ember Hostel Matchbook. Number 6 will be the Zebra Striped Compact. This is like just a little makeup mirror. Zebra Striped. Number 7 is the red Spool of Thread. And number 8 is this big chunk of Green Calcite. So again, we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll have the timestamps in the description and also in the comments, pinned up at the top of the comments for you. And I'm going to go ahead and get into reading number 1. Okay, this is a reading for people who chose number 1, which was the Dr. Bach's Elm Flower Essence. Again, that's a good one for if you feel overburdened by all of your many life's obligations. And I'm going to first choose some. I've already pulled these oracle cards. I have not looked at them yet, but we have one from the Oracle of the Mermaids and then the Romance Angels. And the tarot deck I'm using is the Santa Muerte Tarot. So I'm going to pull some cards first, looking at what is your first kiss with the person you're thinking about. What is that first kiss with them going to be like? Assuming that it happens. And if you're watching this, you're probably hoping that it does. So I'm just spraying some sage spray. And before I pull those tarot cards, I'm going to light some Palo Santo. I think this just helps. Well, I'm going to burn my nail instead. Maybe. Anyway, so we're lighting some Palo Santo, getting the energies going. Okay. All right. So what is the first kiss going to be like between the viewer and the person they have in mind? I'm just going to look at upright readings. I'm going to pull 3 cards. I've got the Ten of Cups, so that's wonderful. It's definitely going to make you both very happy. I get the Magician. Okay, so I feel like one or both of you, probably both of you are very skilled, but I think you're going to be definitely very... Oh gosh, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, and I like how the 10 cards in all of their decks are feature butterflies. I don't know why I like that, but I do. So we have the Ten of Cups, which is the family card. It's like ultimate emotional satisfaction, ultimate emotional fulfillment. It's like everything you've been looking for in love. When you have that first kiss with this person, it's like you feel like, yeah, this is going to be the person who can fulfill all of those, emotional, everything that you wanted to be fulfilled for you emotionally. You feel cared for, you feel emotionally supported, you feel safe. And with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like even financially and materially, you have a home that you can feel yourself feeling at home with this person. You can see yourself building a future with them. And like I said, with the Magician card here, you know, this to me indicates someone who's just very skilled. You know, they know what they're doing. So you're going to enjoy it physically, but then emotionally, and in terms of this just a feeling of safety and feeling of finally being at home with someone. Whoever you're thinking about, yes, I mean, I definitely am rooting for you guys, because it looks like this is going to be a very significant connection. So let's look at your Romance Angels card, Passion. Okay, so I'm not surprised by that. I mean, emotionally, this is quite passionate, and it always feels passionate when you know this is going to be a long-term partner as well. Long-term partner, and it's probably going to feel like, you know, this may be my life partner. You know, it feels like when you kiss, it's sort of like the both of you are going to know. If you didn't already, you're going to know this is the one. Okay. And then I get sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. So for some of you, this connection might feel, whether you're both female or not, it may sort of almost feel like you're both. It's like a very feminine, kind of a soft kiss. But I also get from all of these cards that this is just someone you feel very safe with. The word loyalty is on this card, and that resonates a lot for me with the Ten of Pentacles. This feeling of, you know, this person is going to always be around for me, and they're not going to abandon me. So that's pretty much all I have. It's a quick little reading, but for whoever you're considering, yeah, I mean, this is going to be a wonderful, mind-blowing, heart-opening kiss that really makes you feel like this is someone you're safe to love, and who you could really build a future with and have a passionate, emotionally fulfilling life with. So let me know if that sounds accurate to you, and if so, I certainly hope that the future holds all of that and more for you. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for future videos. All right, those of you who chose the second reading, that was for the Sandalwood Essential Oil Perfume Rollerball. My sister is particularly fond of the scent Sandalwood. To me, you know, I could take it or leave it, but it is a nice, fresh, kind of earthy smell. So I'm assuming those of you who chose this did that because you enjoy the scent of sandalwood. But anyway, I'm always curious how you all choose your decks. So let me know what made you choose sandalwood, and also let me know, of course, if this resonates. I have already pulled a Romance Angels card and a Mermaid Oracle card. I haven't looked at those yet, and now I'm shuffling. The tarot deck I'm using is the Santa Muerte Tarot, which is pretty new to me. I'm really liking it. I think it's a beautiful deck. And this reading can be viewed and understood at any time, but I happen to be recording this as we're approaching, you know, Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, and so that is why I bought this deck, so that I would have it for this season. But I really like it. So first, I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards, and again, we're looking at the question: what is the first kiss going to be like between you and the person you're thinking about as you chose your reading? So I'm going to look at 3 cards just upright, and then we're going to pull our oracle cards. So I get the 3 of Cups, so that's very wonderful. Okay, 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands. This is interesting. Some of you might get that first kiss when you're out in a social setting, so there might actually be other people around. You may be in public. Let me see what else it could mean. I'm just going to pull another card. And then the 2 of Swords. So for some of you, I think you are alone when the kiss happens, but you could be thinking about some other person for whatever reason. Now, I'm not going to go into what that reason is, but Maybe other people are influencing this connection, and so you happen to be thinking about other people. It could be other people that you're worried about, or just other people who influence friends, family, other potential lovers, or, But so you're either in a social setting or the two of you are alone, but your thoughts are still on someone else for some reason. And maybe we'll uncover that more fully as we go on. Next, I get the Eight of Pentacles. So in terms of a first kiss, I would say that this kiss feels very satisfying. And I feel like, especially coupled with the Seven of Wands, which is a card of perseverance. And their particular illustration is very pretty. We're just in a wooded setting there. It's not a typical imagery for this card. So I would say this is someone you can see yourself kissing again and again. It's someone who I think you would like to kiss again and again. I don't think you want to stop kissing them once you start, so that's all very good. So let's look at our oracle cards here and see if they give us any more insight. Okay, so we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So we were thinking about other people before. It could be that family members are interfering here. Oh, and then we get falling in love from the Mermaid Oracle deck. So you're definitely falling in love with this person. My feeling is that the reason that you might be around other people or thinking about other people is because you know that this connection is one you want to build on, and you want to continue to pursue this connection because you're falling in love. You're already fallen in love, but when you have that first kiss, it's like, well, just read what it says here: kissing the divine in another, in yourself. So it's like having, experiencing a true self-love because this other person brings it out of you. You feel so completely loved by them. So I feel like when you kiss them, it brings to mind the fact that, this is someone who you want to have a family with. You want to continue to move forward, and you're hoping there's potential here. So you are thinking of other people like your family members because you're trying to think about, how are we going to merge? How am I going to merge them into my family, and how am I going to merge into their family? And there might be some family issues that need to be forgiven, or there might be family members who are interfering in some way. But altogether, the kiss itself feels very great. It feels promising. I feel like when you kiss, there's a confirmation of, yes, I definitely have very strong feelings for this person. It feels like this person definitely has very strong feelings back. That's how it's going to feel for you in the moment, and I feel like that is true. They do feel that way, and I think that both of you are wanting more. So that's what I get. You kiss this person and you want more, and they want more as well. And, in a significant way, I want to have like a true partnership, a long-lasting partnership with this person. So that was, I really liked that reading. So let me know what you all thought. If you feel like it seems accurate for your connection, let me know, and I'm going to go ahead and move on. All right, those of you who chose the third reading, which was the Myrrh Incense sticks, I've already pulled a Romance Angels Oracle card and a Mermaid Oracle card, and I'm shuffling from the Santa Muerte Tarot. And let's see, so I have not looked at the Oracle cards yet. We're actually going to look at those last. This is some sage essential oil mixed with water. And I'm just going to quickly try to light this Palo Santo for you. I try to do it regularly throughout the readings because I do feel like it adds, it does help me to get in touch with those messages from Spirit. I think it heightens psychic awareness. Plus it smells really nice, and it kind of looks good on camera. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards upright just to answer this question. What's that first kiss going to be like between you and that person that you're thinking about? What is your first kiss with this person going to be like? We get the Chariot card. We get the Three of Wands, so already I'm getting a sense this is definitely passionate, and the Strength card. So this is extremely passionate. So those butterflies are going. You know, this is a kiss that is likely, if you're interested in, it's a kiss that will likely lead to more, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like it might lead to more even in the moment. If not, the feelings of, you know, those like physical feelings are going to be there. You know, you will be thinking about this person in a very sensual way. With the Chariot here, you know, there are definitely people who are wanting this to go further than just a kiss, if you know what I mean, in terms of the physical connection. And there are very strong, passionate feelings between the two of you. I'm just going to pull a clarifier for the Chariot card, and I get the Justice. So somebody is feeling like, I know that this is someone who is significant to me. I know that I'm really into them. And one or both of you might even be thinking during that first kiss that this is someone you want a partnership with. I'm just going to pull 2 more cards. I didn't pull this many with the other readings, but I just want to know more about this because it's coming through as so physically exciting. I just want to know more about if emotions are involved, and I get the Moon and the Ten of Swords. So yes, with the Moon, of course there are emotions involved. Emotions run very deep here in this connection. And I feel like there's been some pain between the two of you. So it's sort of like by the time you get to the actual kiss, it's like, yes, finally. You know, it's sort of like a relief. And the passion is there because I feel like you all have been waiting a long time. And you've gone through a lot of hardship to get to this point of even having this kiss. So it's a big relief, and you're just head over heels. So let's see. Let's look at the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Okay, it says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking. The steps you're guided to take. Again, I felt like it took a while for you all to, well, you know, you haven't had it yet, but it's going to take a while for you to get to that first kiss, and I hope that you get there. But it does feel like, you know, people have been trying to make the effort, and when they've made the effort, it's been excruciating. You know, they've, you know, been so scared, and some, you know, one or both of you, probably both of you at different moments, have been really, really extremely hurt by this connection. There have been hurt feelings all around. You know, people haven't felt like the connection has gone where they've wanted it to go. But if you get to that first kiss, it is going to be very passionate, and you're both going to know that this was worth the effort. And it says homeland. This is from the Mermaid Oracle deck. Arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, and settled. So again, it's sort of like what I said before. When you kiss, it really confirms, okay, yes, this connection is real despite all of my fears, despite all of my anxieties, despite those times when I've allowed myself to get hurt and to think that this is over. Because some people have felt like before that this is over and there wasn't any chance. When and if you get to finally kiss this person, all of those fears will be relieved because this person does really care about you. You know, I feel, I don't know if this is going to happen for you because we have make the effort, and we do have a lot of people, you know, staying in their place of fear and perhaps not acting on things. But when the Chariot card is taken, when action is taken, it can really lead to something wonderful. Of course, you know, and then from there, you're going to have to continue the connection, which is going to require even greater effort. So getting to the kiss is one step in the process. Let me pull a few more cards for you guys because I'm feeling like people who chose this reading maybe are needing a little bit more support. So yeah, we get Three of Swords. So people are hurt. Hearts have been broken. We get the Emperor and the Six of Cups. Hearts have been broken. I feel like the person viewing this is really waiting for this other person to come back into your life like an emperor. You want them to come in like this knight in shining armor on this chariot, and to sweep you off your feet. You've been waiting for that, and you don't see this person making the effort, which has caused you to be worried and fearful and not trust the connection. And you're wanting them to take on this emperor role. You're wanting them to return to you, or, to offer you something. And, right now they're not doing that, so you're feeling a little disappointed here. Let's just ask, why hasn't this person done so? We get the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, okay? So we get a lot of wands here. This person has very passionate feelings for you. That with the Two of Pentacles, there's definitely a connection in their mind, but I feel like this is someone who needs to kind of allow things to happen at their own pace. This is not someone who is an emperor type. They're not really the type to charge ahead. They're more someone who needs to see how things unfold naturally. They need to see how the energy between the two of you builds naturally. And it does build, because I get the Eight of Wands, so they feel that passion building and strengthening between the two of you. They feel very, I hate to just keep using the word passionate over and over, but, their heart is just on fire for you. And they think about you a lot. They think about kissing you and other things, because they have that kind of attraction for you is very strong as well. But then I also get the Ten of Wands. So this person also is very fearful. I feel like both of you are. This person, when they get those butterflies in their stomach about you, it feels overwhelming to them. We have the Ten of Wands. They know, like I said before, they know that it's more than just that first kiss or that first date. They know that there's a whole other journey beyond that first contact. And the idea of that is just really overwhelming them right now. So, this may or may not be the person for you. If it is the person for you, I think both of you are going to have to do some work on getting past those fears so that you can move this relationship forward. So let me know if that resonated for you in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, so that you can get future readings for me. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next reading now. Thanks, guys. Okay, this is our fourth reading, which was the L8 bottle cap. So if you picked that, let me know why you chose it. Because I'm from Kentucky, where this soda is made. You can't find it much outside of Kentucky. Maybe you just like bottle caps. But if I do have any Kentucky viewers, that would be interesting to know. And as I'm shuffling the tarot cards here, I get one that fell out. So we're going to go ahead and take that. I've also pulled two oracle cards here, the Romance Angels, and then from the Mermaid Oracle deck. I have not looked at those yet, but we will after we look at the tarot. So we are looking at the World card for how is it going to feel when you have that first kiss with that special someone that you're thinking about. Look at this Chariot, which has shown up in a previous reading today. The World card, the Chariot, and the Knight of Cups. So this is looking very beautiful and romantic. I mean, the World card is pretty much the culmination of all your hopes and dreams. So when you get to kiss this person, if you do, and I think these cards have been telling us a little bit more about the connection in general. Whether or not the connection, I'm just spraying some clary sage essential oil mixed with water spray. This is going to tell us a little bit more about if the connection supports you actually having that kiss, but dang, if you do, it's going to rock your world, literally the World card here. And with the Chariot, my feeling is that this is someone who, wants to, they don't want to stop there. They know that there's more to it than just this kiss. So it isn't just a one-time kiss for them. Especially with two major arcana cards, this is pretty significant, I would think. And this person, you know, they are very tender with you. When they kiss you, they're very tender and loving. They make you feel adored. You know, they might be whispering sweet nothings, or, you know, maybe they've even brought you flowers or something. But the Knight of Cups is someone who's very strong in their romantic energy. They can express their emotions. So the emotional connection is going to feel very strong for you. I feel like you're going to be swept off your feet. So let's see what the Romance Angel card says. It says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Interesting. And then we have visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out-of-body travel. So you may not have expected to originally fall for this person, or maybe you fell for them in a way that just didn't make sense to you, or it happened, you know, suddenly, or just in a way that just seemed out of the norm, or not the way it usually happens for you. There's something noticeably different about this connection. And I'm attempting to light some Palo Santo to increase, you know, those psychic energies. Speaking of, I feel like the two of you have, with keep an open mind, I feel like you have a mental, you know, like telepathic connection with this person. So this is a strong, you know, I'm almost getting like a twin flame energy, but, you know, those labels can be helpful to a certain extent. I mean, but, I mean, what I really mean is that this is a significant connection, and that you have there's a psychic element to that connection. So just tell me a little bit more about this connection. We'll pull 3 more cards for you guys, and then we'll probably move on, because I think we know that this is going to be a good kiss. I feel good about it. 9 of Cups, all of your wishes are granted. The Magician, this person knows what they're doing. And then the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this is someone who you're meant to collaborate with. And in terms of that idea of a twin flame connection, generally people are brought together as twin flames, because they have a lot of healing they need to do, which causes their separation. And that healing has to occur before they can come back together. But when they do come back together, these people, you and this person you're watching this about, okay, my cat's going to jump into the frame here. That's okay. You and this person you're watching this about, you're meant to collaborate and build something together. It could be that you're meant to build a family and a happy home life, but there also could be something more than that, something that you're meant to bring into the world. Hi, kitty. All right. Maybe it involves animals. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Well, my cat likes the bottle cap too. Here you go. All right. So anyway, this is a significant connection. I hope you'll let me know if this makes sense for you. Specifically, if you do feel like you have a psychic connection, I'd like to know more about that. But again, I mean, this person is going to make you really happy. They're going to know what they're doing when they're kissing you. They're very gentlemanly if it is a male, but I mean, someone who shows you respect romantically. So all in all, this is not only a good kiss, this is a wonderful connection overall. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks, guys. Hello, this is the reading for people who chose this book of matches. And I've already gone ahead and pulled a Romance Angels and a Mermaid Oracle card, which I haven't looked at yet. I'm going to look at the tarot first, and we're using the Santa Muerte tarot. And I've already shuffled these several times, but I paused between readings and reshuffled. I also realize that some people viewing might kind of like to see the cards shuffled just so they know that it's happened. So there you go. And I'm also going to spray to clear energies. I don't know why, but when I'm doing readings, I like to spray my hands with this. This is some sage. essential oil spray. It's just sage essential oil mixed with water. And I also spray it just down my primary chakra line, from my crown chakra down to my root chakra. And I usually spray my feet as well, just because it makes me feel like I'm more grounded. And your foot chakras are particularly important, I think. We don't hear about those a lot, but I feel like they're really important because they help to transmute any negative energies you have and release them back into Mother Earth so that they can be sort of like recycled and renewed. So we don't want negative energy hanging out. This is some Palo Santo. Shanganam light. It helps to connect to intuitive guidance as well. So any spiritual assistance we have available for this reading. So for those of you who chose the Book of Matches, we are going to be looking at, there we go. We're going to be looking at what is that first kiss between you and the special someone you're thinking about. What is that first kiss going to be like? I'm going to look at 3 tarot cards first. Just looking at upright readings, we get Death, which they just call the Santa Muerte, so Saint Death. The Chariot. The Chariot has shown up 3 times. This is the 3rd reading today that it's shown up in. And the 6 of Swords. Okay, so your first kiss with this person, it's going to be healing. With the Death card and the 6 of Swords, it has, it's very healing to you. So obviously it's pleasant. With the Death card, you know, passions can run very deep, and emotions. This is someone you have extremely intense emotions about. I'm just going to pull 3 more cards to help me understand. What's this first kiss going to be like? We get the Hierophant, the 7 of Swords, so we have 2 7s here. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, when you kiss this person, it's going to be because they've decided that you're their spouse. Or that they're going to make you their spouse. Because, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, they don't do anything quickly. I think this is someone who probably has been married in the past as well. With these 2 cards coming up here together, they've had a difficult time. They've either been divorced or they had a significant relationship in the past, and you know that at some level they're still healing from. So when I get this 6 of Swords, which is this healing card, it could be healing for them as well. Maybe this brings new life into their hung up on this past relationship that they're not quite over, which makes them, as the Knight of Pentacles, hesitant to rush into anything. So if you get to kiss this person, it's because they've thought long and hard about it, about if this is something that they really want. And if the 2 of you do get to that point, it's going to be because they know that you're someone who's going to help them get to a better place. You know, they feel, you know, I can begin to trust again. This person is feeling like this is someone who I could begin to trust again. So there's something about the kiss that's very reassuring to them, probably reassuring to you as well, but, you know, I'm just getting that for them, they're still healing over something from the past, and this helps them to heal. That sense of reassurance is very important because with this 9 of Pentacles type persona, you know, they need to know that someone is going to be there and not abandon them. They've experienced that before. You know, they've been the solid, reliable person for other people before, and they just haven't experienced that as much for themselves, as much as they would like. So let's look at the Romance Angel card. Ooh, I get Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So part of why this is so healing for them is because, you know, this is someone who's so hardworking, and again, they just feel stressed out a lot. You know, it's not easy for them to move on from the past. because they do have such intense emotions. They feel everything so deeply that moving forward is welcome. They want you to come into their life and help them to move forward out of this quagmire that they're in, because they don't want to be stuck in the past anymore. They want to move forward. And so this first kiss, when and if it happens, feels very flirtatious to them, and that's so healing. Just the lighthearted nature of it, it really helps them move forward in life, and they really appreciate that. And they, in turn, would want to be there for you. But we also get the unseen card. So there is a dark energy here. Too much is hidden from you. And I think this is speaking more to the connection in general, that whoever this is that you're asking about, yes, they have feelings for you as well, but they're just so bogged down by stuff from the past, past hurts, ways that people have treated them. They might still have some obligations to someone from the past in some way. So, Spirit's just wanting you to be aware of that in this connection, there's a lot that you don't see or know or understand about this person. This person has a lot of depth. I'm getting kind of maybe the strong silent type, but whatever their personality is like, they feel things deeply, and they're still recovering from a lot of heartache. So I think they would be flirty with you when you kissed, because they would try for your benefit. They don't want you to be bogged down by all of this nastiness. They don't want that to be affecting you. They want, to be able to, this to be lighthearted and happy, because that's what they need as well. So the kiss itself is going to be lighthearted, but there's so much underneath all of that. This is someone who has a lot of layers. And I'll just pull 3 more cards just for some guidance for you regarding this connection. I get the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Swords. So we have a lot of Pentacles energy. This person is already representing as the Knight of Pentacles. And, I'm getting that you might be more of a Knight of Swords person. You might be someone who would rather just swallow that sword, just get it over with, rip the Band-Aid off and get on to the good stuff. But with the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes it's good to take those leaps. We have, on top of this skull, we have a caterpillar, and caterpillars are all about taking leaps of faith. I feel like one of the messages of caterpillar is, if you can leap, leap. If you can't leap, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. And if you can't at least crawl, then you might as well give up. I don't know, that end part is a little harsh, but it's sort of like, just do whatever you can. Maybe there are times when you can't even crawl. I feel like this person wants you to know that there have been times when they want to say to you, there have been times when I couldn't even crawl ahead. No matter how much I care about you, whatever has happened in their past has been so hurtful that there have been times when they could not even crawl ahead, so they know that you want them to take some sort of leap forward, but they're not sure that that is in the best interest of the relationship. They want to do things in the right way. They want to work towards moving forward, but they need to do that in a way that feels safe for them. Yeah, so they understand that you want to move forward maybe more quickly than them, and Spirit is just saying, let me see. Let me just pull one more card from the Romance Angels deck, and then we'll move on to the next reading. I'm just feeling like those of you who chose this one, this is a little bit of a heavy energy here, so you might appreciate a little bit more guidance. Okay. So we give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. The 8 of Pentacles is about working on a partnership. That's what that card is all about. So as that final message from Spirit, this you know, I feel like this sums up what Spirit needs you to know. You know, work on this, give it a chance. But also know there's a lot that you don't see here. And that is part of the reason why you need to be patient. So all of those things that are not seen can come to light so that you can deal with them more proactively. Yeah, so that's the message I'm getting. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense to you. And if you aren't subscribed already, make sure to do that so you can get my future readings. Thank you guys. I'm going to go ahead and move on now. Okay, this is the reading for those of you who chose the zebra striped compact mirror. I have gone ahead and pulled a Romance Angel Oracle card and a Mermaid Oracle card, which I haven't looked at yet. And I'm shuffling the Santa Muerte Tarot deck. I'm going to draw from the tarot deck first. 3 cards. Okay. Well, my entire deck fell on the floor, but these are the 3 cards that were left in my hand. Actually, there were 5 cards, 6 cards. So we'll just look at all 6 cards that were left in my hand. So we get 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. So, of course, just to remind you, the question we're looking at is, what is that first kiss going to be like between you and this person? I'm going to pause just a minute to pick up my cards. All right, guys, sorry for that. I'm going to spray some Clary Sage spray. Clear out the energy and light the Palo Santo. Light some Palo Santo. Okay, so the kiss with this person, first of all, I'm getting the Emperor and the King of Wands, so I feel like the person you're asking about is someone who definitely is going to take the initiative. So this person, they would be the one to initiate the kiss. They're the one going in for the kill. So that's kind of nice. I mean, I don't know, I always think that's kind of nice. And I mean, if you're watching this about this person, obviously you want them to do that. I also get the 7 of Pentacles. Let me just look at the other 3 cards that came up before we get 6 of Pentacles. All right, that's good. We get the Moon, and we get the 3 of Wands. Some of these cards have shown up in other readings before. Other readings today. Let's see if we can get this in the frame better. Okay. So with 7 and 6 of Pentacles, I feel like this person wants like a commitment with you. They don't just want, you know, they've put a lot of effort into this already, I feel like. You know, especially with these energies, Emperor and King of Wands, these are both people who don't, you know, when they set their mind on a victory, they want to achieve that victory. King of Wands, I always associate with the kind of a Leo personality, but it can be anyone. It doesn't have to be anyone of any particular sign. But this is someone who is kind of domineering in a way. You know, they like to be a leader. You know, they like to be a little bit in charge. They like to kind of decide how things are going to unfold. So in terms of your romantic connection, they're taking on that role as well, you know. So if they kiss you, it's because they've decided that's just how it's going to be. You're just going to get a kiss, and there's really nothing. I won't say that. I mean, not like in a creepy way, but, you know, they're kissing you because they've decided, if they do kiss you, it's because they've decided they want, you know, they want an actual partnership with you. That's the feeling that I'm getting. You know, their emotions do run very deep for you. But I don't know with the Emperor and the King of Wands if they're likely to tell you that. You know, the emotions are going to be there, but this is not someone who's necessarily telling you about their feelings. If they are, then they're doing it in a kind of a bravado or dramatic fashion. You know, this is someone who can be very charismatic, so they might say, oh yes, I love you, to the ends of the earth. You know, so they'll say those things, they'll make those proclamations, but they're not going to tell you about their insecurities or their fears about the relationship or about the connection. With the moon card here, they have those things. They do feel doubts and fears and insecurities. You know, they get their feelings hurt too, but they're not going to be telling you about that part of it. They might tell you about the happy emotions that they have about you, but not about the more difficult emotions. Yeah, so this is someone who, when they have that first kiss with you, they're going to be taking charge, and also they're kissing you because they want an actual partnership. So this is not someone who just wants a flash in the pan. They actually care about you. Oh my. And we also get very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So if you do want to get this kiss from this person, you know, energetically put it out there, because this could actually happen very soon. This person could come towards you for that kiss very soon. Whew. And then we get beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Yeah, I mean, this person I feel like is head over heels for you. The only negative thing that's coming to mind, and this isn't negative per se, but I do feel like this is someone who might choose their love partner partly based on looks. I mean, I suppose you could take that as a compliment. Well, you should. I mean, they think you're beautiful. You obviously have feelings for them as well, or you would not likely be watching this. But, you know, they care about you deeply, but, you know, they do want to kind of show you off. I would say that's probably the most positive way to put it. They want to show you off because they know when they get you, which I think is what they want to happen, they want to, you know, parade you around a little bit. You know, they want other people to see how much of a catch they were able to get in you. So, yeah, so that's interesting. Very soon, guys. So if this is what you really want, make sure your heart is truly open to it, because it may very well happen. So let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next reading. Thanks, guys. Hello, those of you who chose the red Spool of Thread. I have pulled a couple of oracle cards for you already, which I haven't looked at, because we're going to look at the tarot first. And this is the Santa Muerte Tarot I'm going to be pulling from. I'm going to spritz a little bit of sage spray. And okay, let's pull 3 tarot cards. Again, we're looking at what that first kiss is going to be like between you and this person that you're asking about. Oh, Lord. Sorry, guys. I'm feeling pretty clumsy today. Okay. So we get the 10 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so let me just light some Palo Santo here as well, so we can get the psychic energies as heightened as possible. This stuff takes a while to light, to really light. Okay. All right. So with the 10 of Wands and the Hierophant, upon your first kiss, it's almost like there's already a feeling of this may lead, or either you're feeling or the other person is feeling, that this is going to lead to maybe even a marriage, you know, but definitely a significant relationship, a significant connection. But one of you is coming through as the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is generally someone who's not in a partnership. This is someone who tends to prefer not to be in a relationship. So I feel like one person really wants a relationship, and maybe the other person is not prepared to give it, and those are the kind of feelings that come up during this first kiss. Tell me more about the kiss itself. Let's just pull 3 more cards here. Get the Page of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, oh, and the Lovers. Yeah, so I mean, there's a very strong bond here. I feel like this kiss is meant to communicate a lot. I mean, there's a lot that gets said. Maybe that's part of what the Queen of Wands is saying. You know, this is someone who has been alone. You know, and the card that comes up to clarify her is the Lovers. I feel like she does not want to be alone. She's so tired of being on her own. And this kiss really confirms to her that that you or the person you're asking about, it confirms it about you, but somebody is getting confirmation that, yeah, you know, this is really the person with the Ten of Pentacles. This is the person I'm supposed to build my life with. Ten of Pentacles with Hierophant. Those are both marriage cards. Those are long-term marriage commitment cards. Page of Wands and Ten of Wands. You know, it's sort of like we're willing to take on those burdens because the passion that we have for each other is there, you know. Wow. So it's almost like in this kiss, the moment of this kiss sort of pulls one of you out of that comfort level of being single, because the kiss signifies to you that it is time. You know, there's this sense of knowing, like, it is time. It is time to no longer be alone. It is time to merge. Time to merge with this person. Let's see what we get for the, okay, and we get wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so we've already got the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and Sanctuary. So privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries, and taboos. So, yeah, I mean, what I'm getting here, this is more than just about the kiss, but the kiss seems to sort of solidify that this is my marriage partner. That's how I feel like both of you are going to be feeling, and this connection is likely to culminate in marriage. I feel like this is going to lead to a marriage. But with the Queen of Swords and the Sanctuary, I don't know if this message is for you, the person who's watching. Most of my readers are female, and I feel like this is a female energy, most of my viewers are female. So I'm feeling like those of you watching, maybe you've gotten really accustomed to being single, and it's still a process for you because you really like your independence. So this process of really coming into union, like this significant, like this is we're gonna be married forever. You're feeling that potential here in this connection, and the kiss that I think that you're probably going to have. I hope you do. You know, if you get that far with it, then you're definitely, if you get to the first kiss, I think you're going to get to the marriage as well. And so that's something that you're coming to terms with, or it could be the other person, but I feel like it's the viewer coming to terms with this idea that maybe the single life is nearing its end. So it's kind of like you're really, that part of it is a little hard for you because you're getting used to, you're going to have to get accustomed to losing that level of independence. You are not going to have as much alone time as you have in the past. Maybe some of you watching are introverts, so you just like to spend a lot of time alone, or you just like to be able to be independent and choose what you want to do without having to worry about someone else. So you know that things are going to change with this person because this is a connection that's going to involve you being in each other's lives a lot. You know, living together and all that. So those are all new steps for, I think, for those of you watching. You could also read it as that being the person who you're kissing, that maybe they're the one who has been single and they're the one who is going to have more of a difficult time. But whatever it is, everyone wants to be in this connection. You know, even if they're losing their sense of independence and feeling a little unsteady about that, everybody still wants to be here. You know, both parties want to unlock this heart. They want to pull this key out of the air and make this happen. You know, both people are equally invested in this connection. And this feels this potential here again. We've got, sorry, very clumsy today. We've got the wedding card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Those are all marriage cards to me. And then on top of it, the Ten of Wands indicates two people who are willing to do the hard work of a relationship as well. So I don't know if they gave you a lot of information here about the specific kiss. Let's have one card that's just about what that kiss moment is. Okay, and I get the Four of Pentacles. So there's just this feeling of safety. This isn't a typical image for the Four of Pentacles, but it's like kind of like knowing that this person has you and that you have them. There's this feeling of security here with this person. It feels like a foundation is being set. When that first kiss happens, it's like it's the foundation for the unfolding of the rest of your story, which is a happily ever after story. I feel like there are going to be wedding bells here. You know, it's tarot, so take it with a grain of salt as always, but that's what I'm getting for those of you who chose the red spool of thread. So let me know what you thought about that reading, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Thanks, guys. Okay, this is the final reading for those of you who chose the Green Calcite. I've pulled a Romance Angels Oracle card and a Mermaid Oracle card. And this is the Santa Muerte Tarot deck that I'm going to be pulling from as well. I do have to say that I accidentally looked at the Romance Angels Oracle card as I was laying out your reading. I didn't do that beforehand with the other ones because I looked at the tarot first. But since I've already seen it, we're going to go ahead and look at the Oracle cards first and then the tarot. So this says unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then guide. A guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. Okay, so I didn't want to hold that off till the end because I'd already seen that it was not one of the most positive cards. But we're still going to go ahead and read for what's that first kiss with this person going to be like. Now, we can't guarantee if you're going to have that first kiss. If you do, the energy for the connection doesn't make it seem like it's going to last, but that doesn't mean it can't still be a good kiss if it happens. So let's pull 3 tarot cards. We get the Queen of Pentacles. So this is showing you as someone who knows her worth. You know your value. I get the King of Swords. And I get the Chariot. The Chariot has shown up so many times in these readings today. Okay. So I'm feeling like if you kiss this person, you know, the King of Swords is kind of known to be a little bit cold, definitely a strong silent type, almost in a rude way. You know, he's someone, if you're asking about a male, this is a guy who, you know, he gets what he wants because he's able to kind of put out vibes, and, you know, if he wants to kiss someone, you know, he's probably going to be able to make that happen because he's a very domineering sort of person. And then I get the Seven of Cups for him as well. So I feel like this is someone who maybe it's kind of kinky, for one thing. I'm getting kind of a kinky vibe with the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So if they do kiss you, you know, it's going to feel, it's not going to be like a butterfly kiss. It's going to be, there's probably going to be some tongue involved or something like that. And then for the Queen of Pentacles, I get the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the story I see unfolding here. I see this Queen of Pentacles. She's climbing this ladder, trying to get to the King of Swords. So I feel those of you who are watching are probably represented more so by this Queen of Pentacles. you know, because you're wanting to kiss this person, you're trying to get to them, but they're coming through as very aloof, you know, someone who maybe is not really willing to settle down right now. They might be open for some fun. You also are coming through as the Knight of Pentacles, so you might be open to that as well. You might be open to just some, you know, like casual, like, yeah, let's just, you know, have some nice kissing and see where it goes. We don't have to put so much pressure on it. And let's get a clarifying card for the Chariot. We get the King of Pentacles. You know, there might be someone else. Maybe you know, because here you are as the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you know that there is some person out there who's a better match for you, but right now you're asking about this other person instead, because maybe you haven't met this person yet. The real match, the real person who's really going to be the true match for the Queen of Pentacles would be this King of Pentacles card. But maybe you're still waiting on that person, or you're just waiting on them to just even show up in your life, and they haven't done that yet. So you're taking your journey of love, you know, as someone who knows that she is worthy of love. You know that you're worthy of attention. And for some reason, you've set your sights on this guy, which is he's kind of more aloof and undecided. So I don't think that he's necessarily wanting any kind of commitment, and maybe you're okay with that. But whatever it is, I don't think there's enough, with the Unrequited Love card, there's not enough chemistry here to really make this work long term. And I just want to ask, what is this card about? A guide, mentor, or trustworthy ally? What is it supposed to say about the kiss or this connection? I get the Sun card. I get the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. And I get the Five of Wands. So I feel like, you know, whatever this is, this person has brought some happiness into your life, or they've shown you a path to happiness that maybe you didn't realize was possible before. And it's like, you know, I think you are willing to go out on a limb and see if there's potential with this person, because you feel like there might be. But it's also like with the Five of Wands here, you may be using this connection to try to get over someone from the past as well. So it's like you're just happy to finally have a connection with someone else because it helps you to move on from the past, sort of. Or maybe it protects your emotions from the fact that you're not with this other King of Pentacles person who you really want to be with. So I feel like neither of you are really looking for this to be something necessarily long-term, although you're open to that. You, the person watching this, are open to that. I think the person you're asking about really just feels more uncertain, although they haven't discounted it as well, because I get the Page of Pentacles with them. You know, they're still going to take that coin of possibility along with them, that, you know, maybe eventually this would be a connection they would want to invest more in. But right now, I don't think that they're certain of that. So, but let's just ask about the kiss itself. You know, the actual kiss. What does it feel like? What are your emotions? What are you feeling in your body? We get the Five of Swords. We get the Three of Wands. It's also been a... ooh, and the Devil. Okay. So... it almost... Okay, so I'm sort of feeling like it's a very passionate kiss with the Three of Wands and the Devil card. It's very passionate. But with this Five of Swords here, it might be that the two of you are maybe even a little competitive with each other when it comes to kissing. Make like, it's like you might be, you know, in a sexy, consensual way. You might be a little forceful with each other with the Five of Swords. I think maybe you're fighting a little bit for dominance. It's not like there's one person who's leading the way and the other person is following. Let me pull another card for that. Five of Swords. And I get the Four of Cups. You know, so I feel like it's, in some ways, it's very passionate, but it's also like, you can tell when you kiss that there's like a sexual, chemical, physical attraction, but I feel like people are maybe disappointed by the lack of emotional connection here, that the emotional connection isn't as strong as, or they don't feel emotionally safe the way that they would want to in this connection. What's the conflict represented by the Five of Swords? I get the Eight of Swords. So people are in their heads a lot during this kiss. If this kiss happens, people are definitely in their head a lot. So in terms of this guidance card, people might be in their head trying to make sense of things, trying to search for answers to what's going on here, even as the kiss is happening. So I feel like if you and this person do kiss, you know, you might end up deciding to have like a casual connection. I don't feel anything more than that coming out of it. And I do feel like during the actual kiss that you're going to be very much in your heart. But you are still going to be feeling it passionately. So, I mean, it's not like you're not going to enjoy it. You are going to enjoy it, but I feel like you're overthinking and overanalyzing it even as it happens. Okay, so let me know what you thought about that, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so that you can get those future readings. I usually put out at least once per week. So let me know how you liked that. And thanks again for watching. You guys have a good day.